Hi everybody, I think it's March 9th, 2011. I haven't been feeling very well this week. I'm having a lot of problems. I've only done one tag video so far that I think... No, I don't think I've done one. I don't remember. I don't do them very often. I'm pretty paranoid these days. I guess a lot of us are. And I'm convinced that... well, I heard that that I'm awake tag thing is being used to surveil us. Well, I think all of the internet is being used to surveil us. But anyway, this is a tag, and I'll decide at the end who I'm going to send this to. And then after, if they're not named here, I'll just pick a few other people on YouTube and send this to them. My tag question today is, which coffee table book is on your coffee table? Or if you have a bunch of them, which one is on top, or something like that. This one that is on my coffee table right now is The Autobiography and Sex Life of Andy Warhol by John Wilcock, edited by Christopher Trella. And I haven't finished reading it yet. It's very very interesting. And Christopher Trella brought this from New York for me last Saturday, I think it was. And I've spent a lot of time I shouldn't have spent looking at it, but it's really hard to put down. And it's very beautifully done. It has a nice dust jacket. He felt that maybe he should have used one a little bit heavier, but I think it's good. I think it's very good. And I should probably take it off, actually, because I like to try to keep them nice. Whoops, sorry about this. Okay, put that down over there. And it's very nicely bound. It's cloth. I like the embossing here, but what's really important, even though nice binding and printing is nice, is that the content is excellent, and there's really a story behind this book, and it's quite heroic what he did, all the work for such a long time, years, that he did to make this project happen. Beautiful colors. I teased him. I said, I found a mistake on page 12, and then I thought I found a mistake on page 54, but now I look again, I don't see it. But I haven't found any other... There's a little typographical thing, but I haven't found any other mistakes in this. It's very nice paper. The type is nice. The leading, you know, the space between the lines is very good. The photography is excellent. This is a book that came out, I think it's in 1972, and there's just really a story behind it. The guy in this John Wilcock ended up having to publish it himself, and Chris is kind of happy because he sneaked this photo of Harry Shunk. It's just about the only photo of him known to exist. And let's see, yeah, this book came out 1971. It's been out of print really ever since, you know. And Christopher Trella found it by accident while book shopping in New York some years ago, and had to do a lot of detective work for a long time to track down the people involved and get permission to do this. And he traveled and was listening to tapes, original tapes and stuff. Huge amount of research. And when I found out about this book, which came out last year, I thought, well, that's kind of a silly title, The Autobiography and Sex Life of Andy Warhol. That's kind of sleazy. But that's the original title. And I don't really care about titles that much. I've been known I was the first publisher of a book by Lynn Tillman called Weird F *CKS. She would not change that title, so I just went ahead and published it, you know. I was really glad I did, and then years later she got a real publisher for it. This is it's just got a lot of actual real art information about Andy Warhol in here, besides a lot of the people that he knew, many of whom are dead now, Now, when I lived in New York, I actually knew some of these people. It was a lot of fun. It was very, very interesting. I moved to New York in the late 70s, and I knew Ondine and his mother, Anne, and he had some Warhol films, which I don't think he had a right to have. And I used to pay him $200, and he would show up or have them delivered, and I would show them at Club 57, Chelsea Girls, The Loves of Ondine, Bufferin, Vinyl, I don't remember. I showed quite a few of them that I was able to get my hands on. I never made any money off them, but I didn't lose any money, so that was great. I wanted to see the movies, you know. And Ondine would show up usually and would give us a little talk. And I met Gerard Malanga thanks to Lynn Tillman. She took me over to his apartment, and I interviewed him for my zine, Bikini Girl. There's Nico. And, who else did I know? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, the memory just fades, you know. I actually used to see Andy Warhol around. I went to Hunter College, and he lived nearby. And I used to see him, I saw him twice at Studio 54. And it was interesting. I was kind of afraid to approach him, but a date I was with at Studio 54 went right up and talked to him about some possible business, and it was pretty neat. Andy had a neat aura around him at night spots, you know. But during the day on the street, he was just this little guy, you know, really little guy with like, kind of nondescript, looked kind of scared, you know, for a good reason. And yeah, there's Taylor Mead. Oh, that's funny. I don't remember who else I used to know. Oh, that's kind of sad. See, the memory goes quickly, doesn't it? Well, I didn't know that many of them. Oh, he's not in this book, but Tom Baker. I forgot that I actually dated Tom Baker a few times. There's Gerard. I wouldn't have remembered, except I've kept diaries for years, and I was rereading one a few years back, and I was just amazed. We didn't have sex, not that kind of dating. We actually really dated. He was a very sad guy. And he took me to see I, A Man, with him in it. So that was kind of fun. You know, I got to see a Warhol movie, and I was sitting right next to the star of the movie, you know. And that was the one that Valerie Solanas was in. And actually, she was very good in it. She was pretty funny. So this is what's on my coffee table, and I'd like to know what's on yours, and I hope you've enjoyed this book review. Now, the book sells for $45, which may seem a lot, but it's a coffee table book, and they're not cheap. It's just a fascinating read, and I'm really glad that he brought this all the way from New York. He offered right away to send me one for free, but he said, frankly, you know, the postage is so much, you know. If I start sending them all around to everybody for free for review, or to people who are sort of friends or whatever, contacts, you know, it's just going to run into a huge amount of money. He also gave me, so I said, fine, don't worry about it, I understand. I guess I could have sent him a check for the postage, but whatever. I was hoping to meet him anyway. And actually, I went to New York last June, but I was only there for like 2-3 days, so it didn't happen. We didn't meet. He also gave me this DVD of a documentary that he did, Guest of Cindy Sherman, and I haven't looked at it yet. But it looks like a lot of fun. It's got John Waters and Jean Triplehorn, who's fascinating, and a bunch of other people in here who really look interesting. Carol Kane. She's from Cleveland, Ohio. I really like her. She was in Carnal Knowledge. You're probably not old enough to remember that. Actually, I was too young to go to that, but I was really fascinated by her. So that's what's on my coffee table. It's a really good book. And what's on your coffee table? And by the way, my coffee table is covered in rubber, pink rubber. There's actually a traditional pink tablecloth underneath it, and the coffee table is pink also. You know, pink was I like pink. Pink was the preferred color of the Marquis de Sade. And he liked his little party friends to wear a lot of pink. So pink is the color of sadism. And I have a past in sadism. sadomasochism. So I think it's funny that I like pink so much. I still have a lot of pink things. I used to do a pink magazine. All right, so please get back to me. And I'm picking To Be Serious because she likes books a lot. And I'm picking also Mrs. Happily Married, a new YouTube contact. And we're having a lot of fun together. I'm also going to tag Icebreaker 7. I'm going to tag Demcad because I'm curious about something that I see in one of the rooms that he uses. It's got a picture of Audrey Hepburn on it. I'd like to know what that is, but I'd like to know what's on his coffee table, or maybe you don't have to be ashamed if you don't have a coffee table, and if you don't have any coffee table books, you can just say that if you care to answer. Let's see, who else will I pick? Not favorite people. Spellbinder. I'd like Spellbinder 00. I'd like to know what you have. Now, this is not just like picking friends or favorites or anything. These are like really people who I'd like to know what they have. And I think that'll do. I'll add some other people most likely to this tag. So I look forward to hearing back from you. And I know a lot of people, especially in the United States, aren't rolling in money these days. And I'm not over here either. But this, wow, if you like Warhol, you really got to have this. If you really can't buy it, support your local library and ask them to acquire it. Okay, thank you. Bye.